Hi students, welcome to this session of fluid mechanics. Dear students, we are discussing about the viscous flow. This is the lecture number 22. You know the last few classes we have discussed viscous flow, and today probably it will be last class for viscous flow. So let's see. This is Dheeraj Mondal, Assistant Professor, GIS College of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering Department. My YouTube channel is this DM Study Center. You can join here for getting all the videos related to your BTech course, as well as uh, some video lecture related to GS part, general studies like Constitution of India and all this. My email ID here, you can save this email ID for submitting the assignment, and this is my phone number. Any kind of information regarding your subject as well as admission, you can call me here, or this is the GIS college contact number, of GIS College of Engineering. Admission is open for 2020. All the information given here. So welcome to Mechanical Engineering Department, GIS College of Engineering. So you know that last class I discussed about the viscous flow. These are the for circular pipe, the velocity, discharge, maximum velocity, average velocity. We also discussed some numerical, also discussed. Okay, then flow through two parallel plates. This derivation also discussed last class. And ultimately what I have seen, we have seen that shear stress, maximum shear stress, what we have got, minus 1 by 2 del p by del x into t. So up to this was discussed. Now today we will be discussing about some numerical and some theory also. So here you can see problem number 9.7. This was your homework. I hope you have completed the lecture. You have completed the submitted the assignment. So first of all, I am going through the problem. Then you just pause the video, solve the problem, and see the solution. Calculate the pressure gradient along flow, the average velocity, and the discharge for an oil of viscosity 0.02 Newton second per meter square flowing between two stationary parallel plates 1 meter wide, maintained 10 mm apart. The velocity midway between the plates is 2 meter per second. Okay, so viscosity mu is equal to even 0.02 Newton per second per meter square, with B is equal to 1 meter, distance between plates T is equal to 10 millimeter or 0.01 meter, velocity midway between the plates U max is equal to 2 meter per second. So here basically the pressure gradient, you need to find out the pressure gradient dP by dx. Now you know there is a formula U max, I discussed last class, is equal to minus 1 by 8 mu dP by dx into t square. This formula, do you know this formula? This formula I already have discussed last class. 9.10 equation, you can see here 9.10 equation. So this is the formula. U max is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 8 mu del p by del x into t square. Keep it in your mind, it is needed when you are going to solve the numerical. Here basically the put the value here. U max is equal to given midway between plates. That means if it is your plate, so this is the midway. Here the velocity is given, and in the midway, mid path, what we have seen? We have seen maximum velocity, because shear stress is negligible here. Am I right? So 2 is equal to, so only the unknown parameter is dP by dx. Put the all the value. given value, you will be getting dp by dx is equal to minus 3200 Newton per meter square, okay, per meter. So this is the and why it is coming minus, because pressure is dropping, pressure is dropped, so that is why it is minus. Next, average velocity. You know that u max by u bar, that is your average velocity, is equal to 2, sorry, 3 by 2, not 2, 3 by 2. In case of parallel circular pipe, it is your 2, but here it is your 1.5. So only the average, you know that u max, you know 2 meter, u max is equal to 2 meter per second, so u bar is equal to 1.33 meter per second. If I am talking about the discharge q, so q is equal to area into velocity. Here you have to take average velocity. So area is equal to, you know, area is equal to b into t. If it is a parallel plate, this is the t, and b, the width is the b. So b into 2, b is given 1, t is given 1.1, 0.01, and t average velocity is given 1.30. So 0.0133 meter cube per second is the discharge. Anything else which I have to find out? So question number 3, this is the all the that means what I have discussed, that is the answer. Here this is the point 1, this 1 2 3, all the answer you can see here. 9.8, the next problem, it is also very important problem. Determine the pressure gradient. Again you have to calculate the pressure gradient, the shear stress tau at the two horizontal parallel plates, okay, then, and the discharge per meter, discharge per meter width for the laminar flow of oil with the maximum velocity of 2 meter per second to two horizontal between two horizontal parallel fixed plate which are 100 mm apart, okay, and mu is given. So you have to calculate the tau naught, you have to calculate dp by dx, you have to calculate the discharge. So here let us see. First of all, again pause the video, then solve it yourself, and after that see what I am discussing. Okay, pressure gradient, these are the value which are given. Thickness is t, 100 millimeter is given. Shear stress at wall tau naught, maximum shear stress you will be getting at the wall, and discharge per meter width, okay, so that is also you have to find out. Pressure gradient, now again same formula what I have discussed earlier, minus 1 by 8 mu dp by dx into t square. So put the value, only the unknown is your dp by dx, put the value, this is the answer, 3924 Newton per meter square per meter. Shear stress, you know that there is a formula, tau naught is equal to minus half of dp by dx into t. Put all the value, you will be getting the shear stress 196.2 Newton per meter square. Again discharge is equal to mean velocity into area. What is the mean velocity? Mean velocity is equal to u bar, and we know that u max by u bar is equal to 3 by 2. So u bar is equal to 2 by 3 u max, isn't it? And u max you know 2 meter per second, and t is equal to 0.1 because it is given 100 mm. So ultimately the answer is your 0.133 meter cube per second, okay. So discharge per meter width is equal to this, q is equal to 0.133 meter cube per second. Question number 9.9, again another numerical, you can see an oil of viscosity 10 poise flows between two parallel fixed plates which are kept at a distance of 50 mm apart. Find the rate of flow of oil between the plates if the drop of pressure in a length of 1.2 meter be 0.3 Newton per centimeter cube, the width of the plate is 200 mm. Okay, so here mu is given 10 poise, means your 1 by 10, that is your 1 Newton second per meter square. T is given is 50 mm or 0.05 meter. P1 minus P2 0.3 Newton per meter square. L is 1.2 meter. B is equal to 200, that is your 0.2 meter. Now what you have to find out? Discharge Q, rate of flow. Now if you want to find out rate of flow discharge, then area into average velocity is called your discharge. Now find out average velocity, because it is not given. So how we can find out average velocity? You have to recognize what are the given data, and based on this given data can I find out average velocity? Yes, the pressure difference is given. So I know the relation between pressure difference and the average velocity, that is the del P is equal to what? 32. Remember, it is your plate. If it is your circular pipe, then it will be 32. So but here it will be 12 mu u bar L by T square. Okay, so now the put all the value. Del P you know, mu you know, L you know, T you know. Okay, so all the value put, all the value you will be found out the u bar. U bar is the 0.52 meter per second. Clear? So this is the average velocity. Okay, now rate of flow. What is rate of flow? Area into velocity. So area is equal to B into T. So put the value B into T, and average velocity already I got right now. I have got right now. So 5.2 liter per second or 0.0052 meter cube per second is the answer. Okay, so this is all about the your problem number 9.10. same type of problem, solve it in your home, that is your homework. And after that, if there is some time, I will solve this problem. But here you can see kinetic energy correction and momentum correction factor, very important. In GATE exam you must see this type of theory and what is the relation and all this. It can ask. Kinetic energy correction factor is defined as the ratio of kinetic energy of the flow per second based on actual velocity across a section to kinetic energy of the flow per second based on the average velocity. देखो, kinetic energy per second based on actual velocity by kinetic energy per second based on the average velocity is the alpha, denoted by alpha. It is called your kinetic energy correction factor. Okay, kinetic energy correction factor, basically it is defined as the half mv square, that is kinetic energy per second per on actual velocity by average velocity. Okay, and if I am talking about the momentum correction factor, it is denoted by beta. It is basically defined as the momentum per second based on actual velocity by momentum per second based on average velocity. Okay, keep it in your mind, it is very important. And the problem number 9.3, you can see, show that the momentum correction factor and energy correction factor for laminar flow through a circular pipe are 4 by 3 and 2.0 respectively. So you have to show that. So 9.3 problem, you can see momentum correction factor, it is denoted by beta, already I have told you. And you know the velocity distribution function for the circular pipe. In case of velocity distribution function for the circular pipe, this is a circular pipe, so a small strip is taken inside the pipe, and u is equal to 1 by 4 mu minus del p by del x r square by small r square. So this is the function. Now consider, if I am considering a small strip elementary area dA in the form of ring inside the pipe, in the form of ring at a radius r with the width of dr. You can see in this figure also. Okay, this is the cross sectional view. You can see here side view. Okay, so then dA is equal to what? Area is equal to S. I know that 2 pi r into, that means for that strip dA is equal to perimeter into the radius small width. Am I right? Let us consider this is your dr, and total, if I am just cutting this portion, you will see like this, and this is your total distance is your, it is your perimeter 2 pi r, and this one is your dr, isn't it? So that is why it is written 2 pi r dr. That means if I am cutting this strip, then we will be seen this is like a rectangle. Okay, now the what is the rate of flow through the ring discharge? dq is equal to velocity into area. So velocity is the u and area is the 2 pi r dr. Now if I am talking about the momentum of the fluid through ring per second, momentum is equal to mass into velocity. So mass is equal to rho into v, mass is equal to rho into v. Okay, rho into v by t into velocity. So it is what? Rho q into velocity u, and q here basically dq. So rho dq into u, that is the momentum. Okay, so rho into q is 2 pi r dr into u. So 2 pi rho u square r dr, that is the momentum. Now what is the total momentum? It is varying from 0 to r. It is varying from 0 to r. So integration 0 to r 2 pi rho u square r dr. So after integration, okay, so what we will be getting, you can see here the u, the value of u, it is depending upon the r, isn't it? So value of u, it is depending upon the r. That is why I can put the value of u here. You can put the value of u, and rho 2 pi rho is constant. So that is why this is the final equation. And after this you can see 1 by 4 mu del p by del x, it is also constant. So take it outside. So ultimately this is the ultimately equation. So after integration you will be getting this type of equation: pi rho a by 48 mu square del p by del x whole square into r to the power 6. Okay, so momentum of the fluid per second based on average velocity is equal to mass of fluid per second into average velocity. Am I right? Momentum is equal to what? Momentum per second means mass flow rate into average velocity. So mass flow rate is equal to what? Rho a v. So rho a u bar here, u bar is the average velocity into average velocity. So rho a v square or rho a v u bar square, u bar, that is your average velocity square. So that is the momentum of the fluid per second based on average velocity. Okay, here we have seen that area is the capital A, and it is equal to what? Pi r square. If the it is your r, then what is the area? Total area pi r square, cross sectional area. And average velocity, we know that u max is u max by 2 average velocity for circular pipe. Remember, for parallel plate it is your u max by u average is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, so this is the average velocity. So put the value of average velocity here. Here basically what I have done, the u max is equal to this formula I know. U max is equal to 1 by 4 mu minus del p by del x into r square. Am I right? So here what I have done, the u max, value of u max I put here. I have mentioned here value of u max. Okay, If it is value of u max, then 1 by 8 mu minus del p by del x into r square. It is the average velocity. Now come to the point, momentum per second based on average velocity. So again just come to the definition here. Momentum correction factor, the momentum per second based on actual velocity, momentum per second based on average velocity. So here momentum per second based on average velocity, what? Based on average velocity, what is the momentum? Momentum means your mass into velocity, and momentum per second means mass flow rate into velocity. So mass flow rate into velocity. Now mass flow rate is equal to what? Rho into area into velocity, or rho into q, and already I have got rho into area into velocity square, because momentum per second mass flow rate into velocity, and it is equal to rho a v. So rho a v square, so rho into area into velocity square. So velocity, it is the average velocity na, so average velocity I have got this. So this is the average velocity, minus 1 by 8 mu minus del p by del x into r square. The whole square is the it is the rho a v square, because we know that rho a into u bar square, and this is the u bar. Okay, so now if I'm just solving out, just simplifying this problem, we will be getting rho pi minus del p by del x whole square into r to the 6 by 64 mu square. Clear? So this is all about the momentum per second based on average velocity. Now beta is the momentum per second based on actual velocity by momentum per second based on average velocity. Already I have got momentum per second based on actual velocity. What is this? This is, you can see, momentum per second based on the actual velocity. Okay, how we can find out? Again you see, this is the based on the actual velocity momentum. You have got this pi rho 14 by 48 q mu square into del p by del x whole square into r to the power 6. Okay, so ultimately put all the value, then you can find out the momentum correction factor. So that is the actual, for actual velocity, for average velocity, ultimately 4 by 3 is the correct answer. So 4 by 3 is the correct momentum and correction factor, 4 by 3 in case of circular pipe. Now energy correction factor I have to find out. So energy correction factor is alpha, and kinetic energy of the fluid flowing through the elementary ring of the radius r and with dr per second. You know that half mv square is the kinetic energy. Okay, so here half kinetic energy of the fluid flowing through the elementary ring of radius r and with dr. So you know that mass is equal to what here? Mass is equal to rho into q. So here you have to take dq, rho into dq. So that is why half into rho into dq into u square is the kinetic energy per second. Okay, kinetic energy per second. So here basically what I have done, half into rho into dq is equal to what? Dq is equal to area into velocity. So velocity is the u and area is the 2 pi r dr, and this ur is kept here. Now what I have got, it is the ultimate problem figure, pi rho r u cube dr. Now if I want to get total actual kinetic energy of flow per second, then it is varying from 0 to r again. Now put the value of u. So this is the value of u. Okay, now again simple my integration. After integration you will be getting, this is pi rho by 64 u cube into minus del p by del x whole cube into r to the power 8 by 8. So keep it in your mind, this is the kinetic energy, actual kinetic energy per second. Okay, now we need to find out the kinetic energy of the flow based on average velocity. So average velocity, you know that half mv square, at that time half m, it is a mass flow rate, v square means u bar square. Now mass flow rate is equal to rho into, again rho into area into average velocity. So half into rho into area into average velocity into u bar square, that is your average velocity square. So half into rho into a into average velocity cube. Okay, so here basically what I have seen, the area is equal to what, pi r square, and average velocity is the 1 by 8 mu minus del p by del x into r square. So kinetic energy of the flow per second, how we can find out, half m v square. Now put the value, half m is equal to rho into area, so rho into v. Okay, rho into v. Now the next is equal to v square. So v is equal to this average velocity. So v is equal to 1 by 8 mu minus del p by del x into r square, the whole cube. So this is the formula, this is the figure what I have seen. Now ultimately after simplifying this, you will be getting this one, rho pi 128 into 8 mu cube into del minus del p by del x whole cube into r to the power 8. So what I have seen, kinetic energy for average velocity based on average velocity here, and initially I have got kinetic energy based on the actual velocity. So actual by average, so you have to put all the value, kinetic energy based on actual velocity by kinetic energy based on average velocity. So equation 4 by equation 5. So put all the value, you will be getting 2. So this is the value, kinetic energy correction factor alpha. Okay, so kinetic energy correction factor alpha is equal to 2, and your momentum correction factor beta is equal to 4 by 3 in case of circular pipe. Am I right? So I hope it is clear. Now you can see this, what I have seen, this this ratio alpha is equal to 2, and the f is the coefficient, f is the coefficient of friction between the pipe and fluid, and we know that this is what, this is your pressure head, that is your head loss due to pressure, delta p by rho g is equal to this. Now, and already I know that HF is equal to 4 FL V square by 2ZD, that is your Darcy-Weisbach formula. It will be discussed afterward when we will be discussing flow through pipe, then it will be discussed. So after this formula, this formula is equal, HF is nothing but head loss due to friction. So that is nothing but the pressure head loss. Okay, so after simplifying, you will be getting, this is your F is equal to 16 mu by u bar, that is your average velocity, into rho into d. Okay, and you know that Reynolds number, and u bar is equal to v, here it is your taken. Okay, now one more thing, Reynolds number is equal to rho vd by mu. So it is basically mu by rho vd means your 1 by Reynolds number. So what I have got, F is equal to 16 by Reynolds number, very important in case of laminar flow. Okay, so this is the formula which you have to remember. So here basically one numerical is given, water is flowing through a 200 mm diameter pipe with coefficient of friction 0.04. The shear stress at a point 40 mm from the pipe axis is 0.00981 Newton per centimeter square. Calculate the shear stress at the pipe wall. You have to calculate the shear stress at the pipe wall. So here you can see the diameter D is given, coefficient of friction F is given, radius R is given, shear stress at R radius is given, and shear stress is also given. Let the shear stress at pipe wall is tau naught, and tau naught the formula you know. This is the formula del P by del X R by 2. And in case of the your pipe, parallel pipe, the value of tau naught already you know, last class I have discussed, and you can see here 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 del P by del X into T. Okay, but here it is given circular plate, so all this don't mix up, all this formula, it is very very important when you are solving the numerical. First of all, go through the problem, which type of what is given, it is parallel pipe, fixed plate, or the circular pipe. So circular, in case of circular pipe, this is the formula, tau is equal to minus del P by del X R by 2. Here basically Reynolds number you need to find out, because you need find the first, you need to find out whether the fluid is viscous or not, or laminar is or not. So F is equal to this formula, you know, using this formula F is equal to 16 by the flow will be viscous if Reynolds number Ra less than 2000, less than 2000, 2000 to 4000, and greater than 4000. Greater than 4000 means your turbulent flow, less than 2000 means your laminar flow, and 2000 to 4000 means your transition state. Okay, so the value of Reynolds number is equal to 400, so we can say this is your viscous flow or laminar flow. This means the viscous, that means the shear stress you can find out here. So the shear stress in case of viscous flow through pipe, this formula already I mentioned you, minus del P by del X R by 2, and del P by del X is what? It is constant, so R is proportional to small, shear stress is proportional to small r, and shear stress by tau, tau by R is equal to tau naught by 100, because at the pipe wall radius is equal to 100 mm, because diameter is given 200 mm. So radius is equal to 100 mm, and the shear stress is tau naught, where in the pipe wall, and maximum shear stress occurring in the pipe wall. So tau by R is equal to tau naught by 100. Here you can see tau naught you can find out 0.02245, because what? Tau is given. So tau is given, R is this is your what? At a radius R is given. So at a radius R, this tau is given, and tau naught you need to find out, and the capital R is equal to 100. Okay, so ultimately 0.0245 Newton per centimeter square is the correct answer. This is what? Tau naught. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now some highlights part, you can see the flow is said to be viscous if the Reynolds number is less than 2000. The fluid flows in layers. For the viscous flow through the circular pipe, this formula very very important. This remember, tau is equal to minus 1 by minus rho del P by del rho, del rho by del X R by 2 for circular pipe. Velocity U is equal to minus 1 by 4 mu del P by del X R square minus R square. Ratio of velocity U max by U bar is equal to 2. Loss of pressure head HF is equal to 32 mu VL by rho Z square. Del P by del X is equal to what? Pressure gradient. R is equal to radius. U bar is equal to average velocity, that is equal to Q by pi R square. D is equal to diameter of the pipe. R is equal to radius at any point. U max is equal to maximum velocity, or velocity at r is equal to 0, because you know that where is the maximum velocity we are getting when r is equal to small r is equal to 0. That means at the center point, center axis. Okay, mu is equal to coefficient of viscosity. In case of parallel plate, u is equal to 1 by 2 mu. Here 1 by 4 mu del p by del x r square minus r square. Here 1 by 2 mu del p by del x ty minus y square. Y is what? This distance. This is the t and this is your y. Okay, so this is the u, velocity distribution, minus 1 by 2 mu del p by del x into ty minus y square. U max by u bar is equal to 1.5, that is a 3.2 maximum by average velocity, average ratio. HF is equal to 32, here 32, here is equal to 12 mu VL by rho g t square. 12 mu VL by rho g t square. T is the thickness. And here rho g d square. D is the diameter. Okay. So only 32 and 12. Loss of pressure rate. Okay. Tau is equal to what? Minus 1 by 2 del p by del x t minus 2y. So shear stress distribution is equal to tau is equal to minus 1 by 2 del p by del x t minus 2y is the answer. Formula, and this is needed when some numerical will be discussed. Okay, so t is the thickness or the distance between two plates, y is the distance in the vertical direction from the lower plate, and tau is the shear stress at any point in the inflow. Very important for IAS and GATE exam. Kinetic energy correction factor alpha is equal to kinetic energy per unit per second based on actual velocity by kinetic energy per second based on average velocity, that is equal to 2 for circular pipe, and kinetic energy momentum correction factor beta is given as beta is equal to kinetic energy momentum per second based on actual velocity by momentum per second based on average velocity. Okay, this formula, and it is equal to 4 by 3 for circular pipe. Already I have seen and already I have discussed it. For the viscous resistance of journal bearing, V is equal to pi dn by 60 and du by dy is equal to V by t, velocity by time by dn by 60 t. Okay, t is what? Clearance between the shaft and bearing, and L is the length of the bearing, and n is the speed of shaft. Tau is equal to pi mu pi dn by 60 t. Shear force is equal to mu pi r square d square nl by 60 t. T is equal to torque is equal to pi mu pi square d cube nl by 120 t, and power is equal to mu pi cube d cube n square L by 3600 into T. Basically this is needed when for design purpose and design of machine machine design part. Here you can see, and actually here less application you will see, but in machine design you can see this type of application. Okay, next this is, you can, if you want to remember, you can see Reynolds number is important. Okay, for full step bearing not important, no, it is not in syllabus. This is your end of the video. These are the formula. If you want to remember, it is needed for your IAS exam. Okay, now, so I hope it is clear. Very important chapter it was, and whatever the I have discussed, that is your assignment. Solve it in your home and submit to me to this given email ID dheeraj.mondal@giscollege.ac.in. This is my phone number. Any kind of doubt you can ask me or WhatsApp me. And one more thing, the 2020 admission is open for in mechanical engineering department. Any doubt, any query, if you want to visit our college, and most welcome, you can call me or you can contact here also. This is the college contact number. Okay, all the lab facilities and the related that Wi-Fi zone and all these class, some class in digital mode, smart studies and digital studio, all these you can visit in our college. First flip class you can see in our JS College of Engineering. So a lot to know, a lot to discuss today. Up to this, thank you for listening. Jai Hind.